Welcome to our first lesson, which is about real and complex numbers. This material provides definition of real numbers and complex numbers as well as its subset. It also includes some examples for each concept introduced. You may include in this discussion on how these concepts are applied in real-life situations. For example, real numbers are used in measurement and finance, whereas complex numbers are applied in electronics and engineering. So, as I have said before, in this lesson you will learn about complex numbers and real numbers. Real numbers is a quantity that can be expressed as an infinitesimal expansion. Real numbers are used in measurement of continuously varying quantities such as size and time. So, the real number system actually divides into two big sets. The first one we call the rational number, and the second one are rational numbers. And rational number contains integers, whole numbers, natural numbers. So, let's see what each set contains. So, the big set in the right, actually in the left, rational numbers, we said rational number is in the form of a under b, where a and b are integers. For example, 9 under 17, 2.3 we can express in 23 under 10, and 0. And rational number cannot be expressed as a ratio of two integers. So, what's integers? The integers is a set of positive numbers and negative numbers and 0. So, the whole numbers is a set of non-negative integers, and natural numbers are counting numbers greater than or equal to 1. So, let's start from the first page. So, the natural number is counting from 1 to infinity actually. We can say natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the whole numbers is counting from the inverse side. -1, -2, -3, -4, etc. The integer actually is this unit of both of these two sets, natural numbers and whole numbers. And we added to them 0. And rational number is any numbers of this one. Or, in general, is any integer numbers actually a ratio of two integer numbers. And a rational number cannot be a ratio of two integer numbers. So, this is what is the real number system. So, I'd like now to move to the second definition, which is the complex number. So, the complex number actually are numbers of the form x plus ye, in which x and y are real number, can be actually whole number, can be rational number, can be irrational numbers, beside what we call the e, or the imaginary unit, where the e squared 2, actually e power 2, equal -1. So, real number multiplied to the imaginary unit e result to an imaginary number. So, 2e is a complex number, where 2 is real number and the e is the imaginary unit. So, you can only make up your mind that any complex number is about x plus y, where x and y are real numbers and the e is the imaginary numbers. The imaginary number actually is the y multiplied to the imaginary part. So, this side we call it the imaginary part, and even this we call the real part. So, here is some example of complex number. For example, -4e, 5 plus 3e, minus p plus 2e. So, this is we call it the real part, and this is the imaginary part. The real part here is minus p, and imaginary part is 2e, where 2 is real numbers and the e is the imaginary unit. You can read more about real and complex number here. Actually, this can take you on my Moodle. This first one is about my Moodle course. This is about real numbers. And this one actually take you to my second course on Moodle about the complex number. Thank you.